the gospel of spiritual revival, the commandments of healing. I give you these commandments as the path to the highest, for they are the reins to save the world. The first commandment: act on behalf of the Almighty, but not from yourself. Be a conductor of His great will. This commandment is violated by everyone without exception: doctors, psychics, and the rest. They practice according to the same slogan: I treat with my method, my energy. But a person limited to their own powers alone cannot receive the highest knowledge or powers, and besides all else, they undertake their patients' karma and diseases by working in this way. Many psychics suffer as a result of ignoring this basic principle, and the reason is that thousands of courses taught by charlatans continue to give wrong information, not founded on true knowledge. A person's personal power is pretty small, and with this force alone, they will only be able to heal a few people. Furthermore, by working in this way, they're liable to fall ill themselves. The same goes for a person's knowledge. It is limited, but connection with the great power can give them power and knowledge to cure any disease. To master this commandment, you have to learn to come to a point of non-doing. See other spiritual books of our school. Open yourself totally to the divine power. Become God's temple, a hollow vessel that contains divine energy. This point of unification and merging with the divine must be the foundation in any healer's work. Connection to the divine must be constant. To do this, you need to do our school's following ritual. Stretch your cupped hands forward and imagine all the bad and negative feelings you have inside in your left hand. And in your right hand, all pride, self-admiration, selfishness, etc. Then inhale, and with your exhalation, shake all these negative states off to the ground. Bury them mentally, and become detached, hollow, and open to revelation and innocence. In this state, invoke God and His blessing. Say the following mantra: Om Mani Padme Hum. Then appeal to the highest powers, saying the mantra Aum. If you make this invocation sincerely, with belief, devotion, and hope, then the flame of reverential love shall break out inside you. You will feel the ray of great blessing and the light of awareness descend upon you, and the presence of great peace of the all-seeing spiritual eye will penetrate your essence. Then kneel down and, lifting your hands up to the sky, say, Keeper of knowledge, I will serve the world, and you, come inside me, purify me, and give me power and knowledge for this sacred service. Then fill up all the chakras with spiritual light. Concentrate on the area of the Sahasrara and say, Namaste, Hari Hara Om Ram. Inhale, fill yourself with spiritual energy, and bow down with the exhalation, touching the ground with your head and the palms of your hands. I will serve God and the world on this level. Then stand up and lift your hands up to the sky again, filling ajna with the energy of the great ray. Say, So, Ham, grant the greatness of peace. Then bow once more, touching the ground, saying internally, I will serve God and the world on this level. Then do the same for all the other 5 chakras, saying their mantras. Vishuddha, may peace be with all of you. Anahata, may happiness be with all creatures. Manipura. May good go out to all worlds. Svadhisthana. May joy be with all beings. Muladhara. May success be in all affairs. Afterward, thank God and the Keeper of Knowledge for their help and support, and keeping this elevated state, begin other practices. The second commandment: do not take responsibility upon yourself. It belongs to the one who seeks healing. There are amateur healers who say, "I will heal you now," when they should say, "I will help you if you help yourself." If a patient is passive and waits for someone to save them without any personal effort, they will never recover. Remember that a healer or doctor can only help and never take upon himself someone else's karma. Otherwise, he will fall ill, and moreover, his help will only be temporary. This is why when a patient comes to a healer, they should be advised first to change their way of living and erroneous attitudes towards themselves. They should start to work and improve themselves. Moreover, it is desirable that the patient begins to engage in spiritual development, attend spiritual online teacher courses, take classes in their city, and do daily spiritual practices. Ultimately, the patient must be more active than the doctor, as the role of the doctor is only that of guiding the person towards recovery, health, and happiness. Modern methods of treatment do not give a person the opportunity to recover. People fall ill and become unhappy because they are too passive and ignorant. If they were more aware and acted according to their awareness, there would be no sickness. Generally, by themselves, people are incapable of overcoming their sufferings. This is why they need help. It is imperative that they cultivate strong intentions to recover and the aspiration to overcome whatever illness. This unbending aspiration will be their guiding thread from the darkness into the light. In order to activate and improve themselves, a person needs to become part of the spiritual community or eco-village and begin to do spiritual practices. The weakest in a family takes upon himself the karma of the rest of the group, and they suffer because of them. Usually they are freed of all their responsibilities and duties and end up living a pointless existence. The more and the greater the responsibilities a person has, the better for them. Still, you should carry out every action without becoming attached to its result, simply devoting it to God. The more a person free themselves from responsibility and give up, the worse for them. Fear and diffidence are just as negative and corrosive as irresponsibility and carelessness. A good-looking and healthy person looks after themselves properly. So the more you look after yourself, the better for you. But remember that ambition and conceit are enemies along this way. Be irreproachable and detached from others' opinions in everything. Cosmic energy will pass through your essence only when the being is open to the highest and serves the world. Only when a person stands firm on the great yogic path of self-improvement, then they will be freed from all suffering. This is why it is important to build an eco-village or a spiritual community where people will be able to do spiritual practices given by us, because each of them, according to different directions, leads to spirit and well-being.
In our extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.